Hello everyone and welcome back to Classic Cricket Matches. Today I have a real treat for you. This is possibly one of the most exciting games ever to have been played in the one-day arena. This was between Sri Lanka and West Indies back in 2008 during the Sri Lankan tour to West Indies. Now what makes this game so exciting is that from the first ball up till literally the last ball of the game, it goes both ways, all the way. One time one team is up, one time the other team is down. I don't want to spoil much, but believe me, you want to see every second of this game. And the real tragedy is it's not really remembered much because it wasn't really a big tournament like, say, the World Cup or the ICC Champions Trophy or an Asia Cup. It was just a bilateral tour, and that's why it's not remembered as much. But if you see this game, you will see why it should be considered one of the greatest one-day games to have ever been played. Before we begin, I'd like you to please press that subscribe and like button below, as it would really help the channel. And without further ado, here's the game. Enjoy.
Magnificent delivery. Magnificent delivery from Edwards. So he's got a duck on a debut, the young left-hander, but it really was a difficult ball to contend with.
Delighted the spectators who are here on the ground, delighted the West Indian players, but no delight for Udavatta, who walks away. It was the movement in the air that did him, just bending back into the left-hander, and again on the block hole. Udavatta can't get his bat down on time, knocks back the off stump. So a wicket in the second over. Udavatta goes without scoring, and Sri Lanka 2 for 1.
That's right over the top. He's gone after it. Pitches in the outfield and slows up, but will just make the rope. So that's the first boundary of the innings. It's the end of the over 2, 7 for 1. He'll have to hurry. He's out of his ground. Just putting on the brakes in time. Bravo it is at cover.
Taranga wanted the single. He'd gone almost halfway down the track.
Shot. Now will it go all the way? It's slowing up in the outfield, but should be stopped here and isn't. Shot. So productive over for Sri Lanka will end with a boundary. It's been a long over as well. 3 wides in it, and in all 11 off it. 24 for 1 off 6. Nice shot just to pass the diving Chandapal at mid-wicket, and it'll go all the way across the boundary.
That's flicked away. Very strong off his legs. Kumar Sangakkara. Another boundary. Caught. Taylor comes back and takes the wicket that they so desperately wanted.
Well, Sangakkara is going to be kicking himself. It was in the slot. He had the length to work with, and he's going to be disappointed. Leaning back, going for power, and he only succeeded in scooping it to one of the best fielders in world cricket. Bravo takes a catch. Jerome Taylor happy. First ball of his second spell accounts for one of the top Sri Lankan batsmen. So Sangakkara goes for 23, and Sri Lanka have lost their second wicket for 38.
Almost got through. Almost. Bowled him. Inside edge onto the stumps.
Well, second time lucky for Bravo, second time unlucky for Taranga. 2 balls previously, he got a thick inside edge that missed the leg stump. On this occasion, going for a drive, Taranga has succeeded in dragging it onto his stumps. An expansive drive, inside edge, hitting the off stump. And this time, it's a hit from Bravo. He's happy, he's celebrating. Sri Lanka losing their 3rd wicket in the process. So Taranga goes for 10, and Sri Lanka now in a bit of bother, 40 for 3. Gone. That's the end of Jawardena. That is a huge wicket in much the same fashion as Sangakkara went. Caught at point.
Big disappointment for the Sri Lankans. The captain's gone. Chased that one outside the off stump. Went through with the square drive. And that's Chanderpaul. It's a straightforward catch. Bravo is delighted, and the Sri Lankans in trouble here. Sent into bat. They have now lost their captain, Mahela Jayawardena. Walks back disappointed. He's out for just one run, and Sri Lanka 41 for 4.
Nice. I think he took some pace off the ball, Jerome Taylor, and you could just sense that Silva waited. He was into the shot and waited some more and timed it perfectly.
And he's gone. This time Dilshan follows it. Bravo picks another one, and the Sri Lankans are in deep trouble.
Excellent bowling from Bravo. That sequence on or around the off stump. A little bit of away movement. Conditions facilitate that. You will be rewarded if you can string them together in that area. It's gone for 2. It's 49 for 5. Oh, how close is that? Not out, says Duncan straight away. Now, where's he struck? That's a big question. Is he struck coming forward or outside the off stump? It was worth a shout.
He seemed to be playing and getting a hit on the move. Yes, he's got an inside edge.
Oh, it could be trouble. Oh, that's a direct hit. Is it good enough? Kapil doesn't look very confident. Boy, is Bravo something super.
Kapil just come in there. And he's slipped, he's fallen, but still he's able to hit the stumps. It was close. Did he just get in? Yes, he's just got in.
It's just confirmation the green light is supposed to come on, indicating that he needs to go on. Is there a sound of wood on this or not?
Just trying to work it on the leg side, missing it and hitting him on the thigh.
Oh, it's gone past Taylor. There was a lunge. Not the most confident shot because the feet were trapped in the crease.
But he's got hold of this one. That was too short. And plenty of opportunity for Kapil to get back and put it away for 4. Too short, too slow, and 2 by 2, 4. Edge just a little too thick, going between the keeper and first slip, who is wider than he normally would be. Gale, and going for 4. Just a little deflection. And goes for 4, ball angling down the leg side.
Oh, luck. Well, I have to say luck eluding Ben, because he's found the outside edge. That is outstanding. It truly is an outstanding shot, inside out. You always like to see it. It's value for money.
Hooking that one behind square. Nobody anywhere near that shot. Well placed. Run no chance. Chris Gale. It's going to be referred, but the body language from the West Indian fielders suggests that the batsman made it home. Chris Gale, the fielder, at short third man. No, a direct hit might have made this a lot closer, would have made it a lot closer. There we see confirmation.
Wrong line. That may go all the way. It does. That's a good half century by Capugedera. 81 deliveries for the half century. Team really needed that. That will go all the way. Sawan won't get that. Chamara Silva now brings up his half century. That was hit powerfully. Most of the short deliveries have been punished. This pitch is a bit too slow for that. It's 171 for 5. It should be close. Missed. That's a good shot. That was powerfully struck. Devon Smith does good work. Clyde Duncan is going to ask the third umpire, the television replay umpire, to have a look.
This is... was he touching the line when he picked the ball up? That'll be the question. It's very, very close.
Well, yeah, signal 4. He was touching the ropes with his left foot.
Full toss and put away quite comfortably for 4. Down the ground, will it carry all the way? It's going, it's going, it's gone. There he goes again. That's gone all the way as well into the pavilion. And just missed the hook shot. They'll take a run perhaps off the glove. No, in fact off the body. Just over the top, but not quite. Gale is tall, timed the jump well, hauled down the catch. Bravo strikes again, and a wonderful partnership between Silva and Capugedera is ended a record between the two of them, and they've hauled Sri Lanka from the depths of 49 for 5 to 208 for 6, 159 between them.
Would have been disappointed, Silva. He hit it well, but didn't get enough height on it. Chris Gale, all 6'2" of him, timing the catch very well. So Sri Lanka loses 6 wicket, 208 now for 6.
In the air. Now will this be another 6 for Capugedera? Yes, it goes all the way. Now finally has come up and he's bowled it on his legs and he's put it away for 4. Pulled it away and dropped. That must have been close. He's out, yeah. Umpire Clyde Duncan, as cool as you like. I don't think there could have been much question of that. The bowler and the keeper went up. They're the only two close fielders. So Capugedera falls 5 short of his 100. But it has been an excellent innings from him, a crucial innings as well.
Well, we'll have a look with the tram lines. Very full, very straight, good decision. The end of what has been a very good innings being undone by an in-swinging Yorker from Fidel Edwards. Duncan having no doubt about that one. So Capugedera goes for 95. Sri Lanka now 234 for 7.
And hoiks it away for 1. They'll run for a second, even if they get run out, it doesn't matter. Never could tell. I can't understand why batsmen just don't go for the second run. It wouldn't matter. Nevertheless, it's just one of my crotchety points. 235 for 7 off 50 overs.
And that constituted a very fine fight back led by Chamara Silva and Capugedera. Capugedera making 95, Silva 67. At one stage Sri Lanka 49 for 5, but their partnership of 159 managed to get Sri Lanka up to 235 for 7 from 50 overs. 26 extras in the West Indies bowling performance. 1 for 39 for Taylor, 2 for 57 for Edwards. Excellent figures from Dwayne Bravo. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 4 for 32. The rest wicketless. So at the halfway stage of the first one-day international between these two sides, played at the Queen's Park Oval on Thursday, the West Indies needed 236 runs.
And it looked as if it was an edge. It certainly was a deflection. Sangakkara went in front of first slip and couldn't get there. They'll come back for 2. Just trying to pull the bat away and didn't do so in time. Deflection, Sangakkara putting it down.
Just brushing the pad. Again, a good outswinger. And Kumar Sangakkara doesn't get his glove, just brushes his finger. Comes in front of first slip. That would have obviously obstructed first slip from moving.
He's found the gap. And that ball will race across the outfield and go for 4. So Gale finally gets one off the middle of the bat, gets a boundary for it.
That was overpitched. He had enough room to come forward, swing his arms.
That hairstyle. Nice shot, that'll be 4. Flicked away off the legs by Devon Smith.
It's the first delivery that Chamindawar has straight down the leg side. His line and length has been impeccable up to now. That angling.
And he's got that down the ground, that's 4. Standing up straight and dispatching it.
That's a hallmark shot of Chris Gayle. He stands straight, well balanced.
In the air, it's going to be safe. Off the top edge and running towards the boundary for 4. Not where he intended, but 4 all the same.
Yes, that stood in the air for a long while. Just goes over the keeper's head, very wide of fine leg. Wanting to hit it over fine leg, but in the end, Kumar Sangakkara giving chase.
Will third man get there? He won't. So yeah, another boundary. This time opening the face of the bat. Deliberate shot by Gale.
Mahela Jayawardene made a field change. He's taken the slip out, put him to a deepish.
That will only be for retrieval purposes, the fielder running after that.
With the field that it is, Chris Gayle electing to hit.
That's gone over the top as well. It may run away for 4. It has enough on it. His power intimidates when he's on the go, Chris Gayle.
He needs someone beside him, Amarasinghe, to just...
This should be the end of that. No, it isn't. Well, I thought mid-on was going to have a dart at it. He elected to leave it for square leg, and in the end, no one got to it. Kulasekara was the man at mid-on, and that probably should have gone for it.
Definitely. It definitely was mid-on catch. Kulasekara should have come in and claimed this. Absolutely no chance of getting that from behind the square. The man coming.
That is gone. That is gone. How far has it gone? It's gone all the way for 6. Chris Gayle taking a toll on Amarasinghe.
Chris Gayle was in position very early here. Somebody must have telephoned him and said it's going to be short. Have a look at when he moves. Bang, gone. He's a powerful man.
That was not perfectly timed, but it's gone for 4. And it's a scratching of the head for Amarasinghe. 50 up, 12 overs gone.
Chasing these 235 runs.
Given in, finger goes up. Now, that's the first one going down. How good is it?
Well, first of all, is where it pitched. Secondly, was there any batting ball? That is what Devon Smith would have been thinking. Let's see where it pitches first of all. Fractionally outside leg. So that should eliminate the LBW shout, whether they were then inside edge or not. Once it pitches outside leg, well, he thinks it's out, so he has given it out. Smith has to go. It's 53 for 1.
Stump.
Half century for Chris Gayle, well played. 8 boundaries and 1 6. So 38 of the 50 runs being off boundaries and a 6.
And that's off the mark. Yeah, it might be 4. It just seemed from our view here to have run onto the ropes. More runs. Is it 4? Yes, 4 of them.
Again, that one skidding through and beating Chris Gayle. A little bit of bounce and maybe that would have gone over the stumps. But certainly another good delivery from him.
No, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. It's an excellent shout. Because he wins confirmation from the umpire. It's the end of Chris Gayle.
Shout after shout was turned down. But on this occasion, umpire Toffel had a look. And that's the first international wicket for Ajantha Mendis. Pitching that just on leg stump, hitting him around the middle stump. And wasn't very high, just about 1.5 feet off the ground. And umpire Simon Toffel lifts the finger. So Ajantha Mendis is delighted. And Chris Gayle has to go. LBW for 52, West Indies 109 for 2. Yes, it's out. And the move has paid off. Marlon Samuels trying to run it down to third man. Correction, Ramnaresh Sarwan trying to run it down to third man. Gets an edge and Sangakkara has completed the catch.
And that's why it's a good move. He's bowled well, bowled tight into that off-stump area. It's a good line. And he's been one of the better bowlers on show today for Sri Lanka. And John Warden needed another wicket soon after Chris Gayle. He's gotten it. And he's gotten the 4-man Sarwan. Sarwan's never looked in control today. It's gone for 35. It's 109 for 3. Oh, close. How close? Gone. Game on. First ball. And Samuel's struggles continue.
They are delighted, the Sri Lankans. No movement of the feet. Samuels doesn't look very pleased for whatever reason. But Kulasekara was on the spot. A little shuffle across. That one came back on him. Wraps him on middle stump. Hasn't stretched his feet. No difficulty for the umpire. Kulasekara picks up his second wicket. So it's all changed suddenly. Samuel goes without scoring. And West Indies 110 for 4.
Now, how close is this? How close is it? Oh. There have been a few shouts here in the last 10 to 15 minutes.
That didn't bounce much as well, but did it take the bat on its... Yes, definitely he's hit it. Big inside edge onto the pad.
Got it through. Fast outfield. Good shot. Just a jog to the other end for Chandrapur. That's gone. That's gone. Well in front of square. Chaminda Bas is behind the square in the deep. Well, this time it's the offside. How far will it go? Goes all the way. Big 6.
Well, the shot of the game to bring up the end of the 31st over. The West Indies 134 for 4.
That's gone again. 2 bounces this time from Chandrapal.
And it's his second 6. Well, Simon Taufel is going to be asking the question, but from our view, it looks to have cleared the boundary. A flighted delivery. Bravo getting close enough. And again going over wide mid-off.
Over the top and beautifully played by Bravo. You can tell he's in form and he's playing through the offside like that. They'll really have to hurry here. And this is a dismissal. A run out, easy run out. So Bravo has to go. Confusion, both batsmen at the same end. Bravo running through and Chandrapal standing his ground. But that's a waste of a wicket, a real waste for the West Indies at a crucial stage. That's the 5th wicket down for 169. It certainly was unnecessary.
Bravo scored all right. Chandrapal seemed to take off, then turned round, had a look at what was going on behind, and finally went back to his crease. The throws coming to the bowler's end, so Bravo has to goes away shaking his head, run out for a very well made 36 of 37 deliveries, and the West Indies now 169 for 5.
Pulled away by Chandrapal, really call it a sweep, and well hit.
And he's appealing, and umpire Duncan saying not out. But Mendes continues to bamboozle the West Indian batsman.
Has it got enough on it? Yes, it's got enough. It's gone for 6. Probably a little simpler with Dilshan being orthodox off spin, and Brown feasts on it.
He goes again. It's high. There's a man underneath it. Is it going to be out? He is. And Mendes takes the catch. Dilshan takes the wicket. And Brown's innings comes to an end.
Well, in contrast to the one before, he didn't get close enough to this one. Probably give Dilshan some credit. Maybe pulled it down just a fraction shorter. And instead of getting distance, he only got elevation. Safely held under pressure. The course of the game has changed again. It's the end of Patrick Brown for 15, 201 for 6.
And he's bowled him totally bamboozled, and Darren Sammy has to go. He's having a good time, Mendes. He's enjoying his debut.
Difficult to pick, and I mentioned his inexperience, but he is bowled like a Trojan today. No one knows which direction it's going to go, much more the lower order. He might be on debut, but he's shown the skill of an experienced campaigner under pressure. He is certainly one for the future for Sri Lanka. Sammy goes for 1, 203 for 7.
He's gone for it. Jerome Taylor has answered the call. A badly needed boundary for the West Indies. And he goes again. This time there is somebody underneath it. And he's gone. So Mendes finishes his spell with the wicket of Jerome Taylor. Silva, the man who got underneath it. West Indies lose Jerome Taylor, caught in the deep, to give Mendes his 3rd wicket.
Try to repeat the stroke again. And that's a good catch. It was steepling. It was in the air for a long time. It's come at a critical time to hold the momentum. 17 to win. Taylor goes for 9. 219 for 8. That's the end of Ben. That's the end of Ben. It's a direct hit. Jaya Warden up. He knows the importance of it when it's really mattered. Sri Lanka have lifted their game in the field.
Well, you look at the response of Jayawardena and you know just how pumped up he is. Ben finally putting bat on ball. Timed it pretty well as well. But even those long legs of his couldn't get him to the danger end in time. A direct hit from Mahela Jayawardena, and umpire Simon Toffel not even bothering to refer that upstairs. So Ben goes without scoring, and the West Indies now 219 for 9.
That could go for 4. It could be 4. It is 4 to end the over. 50 for Shivnarine Chandapal as well.
Bass wasn't too happy with something, and he elects not to release the Liddell was going for a little walk. Shiv hits and hits straight. So the West Indies are within 6 runs of pulling this off.
Has it gone? Has it gone? Has it gone? Has it gone? It's gone! It's gone! Shivnarine Chandapal! He has snatched it out of nowhere! This is remarkable! This is huge! He's done it again! The West Indies have won by 1 wicket. The Queen's Park Oval is in raptures.
Well, it was looking unlikely. It was looking as if Sri Lanka would have taken the first one-day international, but they didn't figure on Shivnarine Chandapal. The player.
Wow, could you have a more exciting end than that? Like, I mean, seriously, right from the get-go, Sri Lanka top order crumbled. They were reduced to about 49 for 5, and then they put on a great recovery to get back up to 200 and finish off with 235. Dwayne Bravo being the primary factor in that great bowling performance. And then in the West Indies chase, you had a decent start, and then a little middle order collapse with the game getting a little bit tight, and then with that 10 off 2 balls required right at the end, Chandrabal playing the lone hand hero and pulling off a Miandad to win the game with the last ball 6. Like I said before at the start, unfortunately, because this was not during a big tournament like the World Cup or the Champions Trophy, it tends not to be remembered as much, but as you can see, it's definitely one of the greatest games ever played, in my opinion. So I hope you really enjoyed today's highlights. Again, please press that subscribe and like button below, as it would really help this channel, and I hope you tune in again for more classic cricket matches. Until next time, thank you.